So the biggest thing that I kind of wanted to cover today was, for one, marketing, like bringing in new clients, like magnets, things like that, like posts and different, I guess, topics that kind of engage clients. And then also transitioning from coaching a lifestyle client to a competition prep client, what things to consider. And
Okay.
just, yeah. So those are probably the two biggest things, like marketing, posts, things like that, and then transitioning from lifestyle to prep.
Got it. Okay. And so what you want to do with marketing is put yourself in the shoes of your target audience. So it takes a little bit of empathy in that regard, and also thinking back to where you were when you first started, because I always feel like as coaches, we are so distanced from being beginners that we're just like, we just do things because we know. It's like second nature now. But for a lot of people, like, they don't know these things. So
Especially in it for like quite a few years,
yeah.
then with someone who's never done it before, it's almost hard to kind of like rewind before you ever knew the lingo.
Exactly. So that's what you got to think of. It's these like little things that people just kind of gloss over. But if you can write posts or make stories that talk about these things, more people will start following you, and they will view you not only as a source of education, but they'll be like, wow, this girl, she gets it. She understands me. And I want to talk to her because nobody else understands me. Only she does.
Okay.
So your social media should be geared towards that.
Okay. Basically everything you're doing like fits within your brand.
Well, everything that you're doing and the way it's delivered fits within your brand, because you and me and all the thousands of other coaches out there, we all talk about the same thing. We really do. There's no differentiation there. It's how we talk about it, the tone of voice we use, and the way it's delivered. That's what speaks to a particular client who would rather train with you versus train with me, or vice versa. But we're doing the same thing. You see, that's the difference between branding. It's like, why would you want to drive a BMW versus a Mercedes or an Audi or a Jaguar? They're pretty much the same type of car, right? But why? Why do people gravitate towards one brand versus another? And that's the key to marketing. You know, like, think of the clothing that you buy or brands that you may gravitate towards. Why those brands?
The messaging, like specifically like a message that speaks to me, or even, I mean, if we're talking about specifically branding, for one, I guess it's the kind of people that gravitate towards that, like
Yes.
my tribe.
That's exactly what I was about to say. Your tribe, your group of people, it makes you feel a certain way, and it makes you represent a certain feeling out to the world. Like when someone's driving a particular car, it's about the way that car makes them feel, because that car says something about them to everyone else out there watching them drive it.
Right.
Same thing with working with a particular coach, and how you should structure your brand to create that.